Hey, sorry to interrupt the video, but if you guys want to make some boys happy, go down and click that big red subscribe button, and don't forget to hit the like button. We're trying to hit 100 subscribers before the end of this season, 2022 season, and if we could do that, it would just make everybody so happy. So yeah, it's completely free, takes 2 seconds. Alright, enjoy the video.
So, you want to know how to build a backyard rail, but you're not sure how. This video is perfect. So, we're going to run you through the rails we built, our failures and successes along the way, and what we've changed to make it better so that you guys don't have to go through the same things. So this is our first rail. It's a shoddy rail. And when we first built it, we had legs. And I built this like 5 years ago before we could even hit a box really. And it was probably about this low to the ground. And it had no braces, just a board and then a board on the bottom, like a T. And it really wasn't supportive. Like if you look over there at our rail now, which we'll get into, you can see that we have a lot of bracing going on to keep it stable, which we didn't have on this, so the legs fortunately broke off. But it was good for us because these kept splitting apart. The rail is basically garbage, but Noah, the filmer right now, kind of fixed everything up, tightened everything up, and now you can see it doesn't work, or it doesn't open up when you put pressure in the middle. And actually what we use it for now, I'll throw a clip on like right now of what we use it for after I say, but we run at it with ski boots, and it's a good way to practice balance on a rail. And we actually practice 270s on because, as you can see the black marks, our ski boots actually slide like a rail, but it gives you a little bit better of a lock. So there's no skis underneath, so when you want to practice a 270 on, it gives you that lock without you risking it. So this was our next rail. This is actually what we learned to hit a rail on. And the reason I'm holding a PVC pipe is because this originally was a PVC pipe, not a metal rail. And it was the rail that we learned how to hit a rail on. So originally we had it 8 feet long, which is 2 4-foot segments, and we did not have this. And so it was just these 3 legs, and it was just an 8-foot long PVC pipe. It worked, it wasn't great. If you can see the supports on these sides, you can see that they stick out a lot. And so when you're coming off, if you come off early, you have a high chance of hitting that. And so we quit using it and we built that one, which again we'll get into. But after we started to learn how to hit a rail, we switched this over to a metal rail. And as you can see, we didn't build it very good originally, as this was our second rail, our first functional rail. So we just didn't build it great. And so looking back now, we can make a lot of changes, but it's kind of a challenge rail because it moves a ton, and so you have to have good balance. It's like the spring rails. So yeah, that was our second rail we ever built. And it's kind of dangerous for your skis because there's a lot of sticking out sharp parts. So yeah, we'll give the camera over to Noah and he'll get into that last rail because while we built it together, he did a lot of the finishing touches on it. So we'll go over to him.
So our current rail right now is this one. It's about a hand length, maybe 6-inch wide PVC pipe. And then we started mainly with just 2 legs, a lot like this one on the inside, and then we doubled it up. So we had 2 legs and then sideways instead of up and down on each one, and then we had a base plate. And then we put 1 long PVC or 2x4 under the PVC and then 1 above, and then from the bottom we would screw in screws through the PVC on the bottom to hold that nice and solid. Then after that started falling apart, we switched over to a solid on the bottom, but we added more supports in the middle right here under them so that the legs wouldn't wiggle forward and back as they used to. And then we added smaller supports, not as big as the ones on the previous rail, but smaller ones that would fit together and keep it from moving forward and back. So we screwed those in, and then ones in the middle, of course, to keep it from moving forward and back as well. So this one's a lot better. It's easier to pedal on because it's thicker, and so you can get a lot more of a grip on it. PVC, I mean, we've used this for a long time, and obviously we have a few chips out of it, but the worst, I'd say, besides these chips, is just a few scratches, but you ski right over that. and you don't even notice it. And we've used this one for about a year almost. Same PVC pipe. So, yeah.
Our next video about our setup, we'll go over how we built the M-Snow drop-in and kind of our successes and failures along the way with that, because there was a lot of failures, and yeah, it took us 2 years to actually build. So we'll go in depth with that next time. All right, see you guys later, and peace out.
There's the moon!